Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Iron Man experience. In our last episode, we took down Zulrah, got that Mori, or that Western Province's Hard Diary complete, I should say. And now you see we are going to have a shot at the fight caves. We're sitting on that level 75 range, the 1889 total that we had last time. This is the gear setup. Lucky to be blessed with the blessed D'hide body and boots, black D'hide chaps, going with a dragon square for a little more defense, broad bolts, and then for Jad, diamond bolts enchanted. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Here goes nothing and or something. Okay, this next wave could potentially get hairy. It's the two rangers and a meleeer. Actually, I guess I shouldn't say this has the potential to get risky at all just because I'm safe as long as I prey range. So far so good, making proper use of Italy Rock as they call it, and taking down some Eat, Mekots, and Sakis. And there is the hard diary completion of the task, Kill a Ketzak. Very lovely. We don't enjoy tanking these Tok'zils, so we use some blocking methods, some advanced techniques. And you can do it the other way as well. Get the major over there so you can prey range. Oh my god, we're actually at 68 minutes already. Sheesh. Thought my damage was feeling good, but not so great. Okay, this wave could potentially be difficult, but it looks as though I am going to, get smoked by this dude real quick. Ooh, this is actually not going to be that chill. Okay, we did trap the 180s, but yeah, we're good. So next wave is just the two 360s. I want to pay attention to where the orange one spawns. That's where Jad will spawn. And that was a little sketch, but we're going to be okay. So hopefully we can get it done. Alright, it's been over a year since I've done a Jad kill, so we're going to switch over to the diamond bolts. We're going to prey ranged. We're going to hope to get it done. Prey ranged. Prey mage. Got this. Holy, my damage is doggy. Not good. Okay, the healers should be coming out shortly here. And then we'll have to tag them, as we know. And they should be coming out 20 more damage. Let's just focus on not missing those switches, right? Yeah. There they are. Pre-mage here. Pre-range there. Pre-mage there. Pre-mage there. This one not tagged yet. Here we go. I've got the healers all lined up. Should be smooth sailing. Might even throw on Eagle Eye. Be a beast. Might even pot prey. Easy cheesy as long as my damage comes out here. Jeez Louise. Jad is pretty chill though, overall, gotta say. Just this really stinks with having 75 range bros. Oh, are the healers getting at him again or what? What are those sounds all about? No, they're on me, right? Hopefully they don't deeps me out. My health is dropping a little bit here. Hopefully I can get this guy down before I have to pop prey again. Ah, he's got 48 health left. Should be 22 health left. All good. 13 health left. And is that it right there? Yep. Easy game, easy game. It's been over a year since I've done it, but there is nothing to it. So we'll scoop up a 1 hour, 27-minute fight cave. Really, really quite slow. But we did scoop it up. So now we're ready to scoop up a casual um, Slayer grind, I guess, or Nightmare Zone grind with a little more steez. But yeah, that was easy mode. So that was my first Jad attempt on the account. Actually, second fight cave attempt. I died because I prayed range accidentally in the previous attempt, but now that deserves an underhands, under the pants handy. So let's go. We'll just give it the LFG, and cool. That setup worked. It was an hour and a half, so quite slow, but we did get the job done, babes. And what do you do to celebrate a first fight caves completion on the account, but fletch some maple longbows? Inferno time in due time, but let's wrap up some 80 fletch, 80 cook, 80 thieve, 80 smith, 80 runecraft. Just round out the 80s. Here we have level 85 crafting. We are also 1900 total level now. Making our way uptown. And it's probably overall a waste of money, but I am going to drop the 800k on the dwarf multi-cannon. As you can see, each piece is 202.5k, so it's 810k altogether. Making cannonballs is pretty terrible on an iron, but I want to use this to get the Zarek's Talisman so I can knock out the hard Karen and Kibos Diary to get the Ash Sanctifier, and I also might use it for the odd Dagonoth task while training this Slayer. And it is great that we got a Fire Cape, but what's even better, or not better, but also good, is the Imbued God Cape. So I went to the Ferox Enclave, I'm running north, and somewhere around here is where I need to kill the gods. So this is the inventory setup. Hopefully I can do it all in one go. Probably can't. These guys are pretty tough as I recall, and I'm wearing pretty budget gear, but let's try using the enchanted symbol. It appears. Symbol. Okay, that's fine. Oh, which god am I trying to find? Oh, I guess I could have done this one at a time. Hey, check it out. A Crash Star, level 9. Very cool. Very cool. But which god do we want to find? Oh, geez, I don't know. Let's get away from these hobgoblies. See, if I had the altar in my house, the obelisk in my house rather, I could have just teleported right here. So we do want to knock out that hard Wildy Diary. Let's look for Sarah. Is hot. Okay, that's the one we're going to go with. So we want the Sarah staff, Sarah cape, and we're going to charge as well as cast the correct thing. Drive them apart. Alright, it seems as though this Saradomin god was pretty soft. That's going to kill him right there. So good night, sweet prince. And I ate a couple pieces of food, so maybe I'll go rebank. I just need to get... I guess I could give this piece back to this gentleman up here and then go for the next one. And it appears as though we safely made it back to Collodion with the first piece. Let's go. And there goes the Zammy bro with one more hit. Good night, sweet prince. We're going to collect your sweet, sweet demon's heart. And probably the easiest of them all was this Guthix bro. He is about to get clapped up unless this healing thing really heals him up. But nah, bro, you got clapped up. Thanks for the Ents roots, and let's go wrap up Majorina 2. And I went with Saradomin on my main account, but we're going to go Zamarok on this one. Oh, I can just imbue the other ones if I want to. Okay, well, there it is, the Imbued God Cape. And the beautiful thing about the Imbued God Cape, other than the 15 magic attack bonus, 15 magic defense bonus, is the plus 2% magic damage, increases the max hit of your magic attacks. Bigger max hit, bigger DPS, gotta love it. Oh, and one more thing to show off really quickly. There's an Elite Mauritania diary which requires you to open the Barrows chest with a full Barrows set on. We have full Toregs, and if we look at my Barrows C log, our Barrows kill count is only at 142. So to have a full set is really nice this early, but still no ARMS pieces, and other than that, um, only 2 pieces towards any other set, which is Guthan's. So some more Barrows is in our future. Also, we need more Chaos Runes so we can get an Onyx. I did buy these Obsidian Plate Legs with a bunch of Tokel, and what I need to do now, you'll see I'm at 18k Chaos Runes, got to get that up to 29k. So more Barrows runs, probably another like 50 to 70 Barrows runs to get this up to 29k, maybe more like 100, but we shall get it done. And we're finally taking the Elite Void for a spin for the first time. Here it is, 1300 chins, hoping this can get us like, I don't know, 400k, 500k ranged experience. There's the inventory setup. Let's give it a shot. So that 1300 chins session is over. We got our ranged up to 78 there. We got 500k ranged experience per hour with this setup. So as the range level goes up, that'll only go up as well. So 500k ranged XP per hour as a baseline, pretty good. And then keep in mind you're also getting 163k hit points experience per hour. And then 15k prayer experience per hour. So if I were to do a hot, what's that, 6 hours, 5 hours of this, that would be a prayer level right there. So pretty good. If you take a look in my bank here, I've got beer glasses and drinks to drink to have more beer glasses. And 242 is what it'll take to go to the Squirking world, which is World 523. If we look at the world switcher, this is new. Skirkin my gherkin is what I'll be doing. It's like 166k thieving experience per hour, and I'm going to get level 80 in 11 runs. So I'll also need stam pots for that. Oh yeah, I've got lots, so we're okay there. And if I trade in these Stardust here that I was mining earlier today for gem bags, I should have enough gems to get the level 86 crafting requirement to make an Amulet of Fury. Just spent the last 6 hours in the Nightmare Zone, and we picked up level 80 attack and level 80 defense. Combat level now 105.75. Here is where we landed after 200 Barrows chests open. All of the helms except the Carol's Coif. The full Toreg set, like I said, 3 of the Guthan's Chain Skirt, that's my only multiple. Got Bolt Racks by going over the 85% on accident a few times. And if we could just get a Guthan's plate, that would be nice. We came up dry on the Aram's robe top and robe skirt, so we're probably going to go back to try to hit one of those two just to up our mage game a little bit. Other than that, 13 for 200, I guess that's pretty close to the drop rate of 1 in 14, because 10 would be 140, and then another like 50. So yeah, very close to the drop rate of 1 in 14 with 13. Well, I guess you don't count that, so kind of a little under drop rate, so we'll be back here one day. Also, we went ahead and got the Xerix Talisman. We took 420 kills to get a drop that was 1 out of 125, so that was unfortunate. But if I rub it and go Xerix Heart, that is a task in the Hard Keyrund and Cabos Diary, and we're going to wrap up the rest of those tasks right now, get the Ash Sanctifier. Here goes. I didn't realize that this would be annoying getting this Shazian armor set, so we're just grinding through all these soldiers. And we picked up the Shazian armor set, and now we're just trying to dump on a Lizardman Shaman. Not even sure what you're supposed to do really, but it looks like I'm gonna get the job done with this gear setup. Ooh, hitting me a little bit. Oh, I got poisoned as well. Oh, he jumped. Better run so I don't get stomped out. There we go. Let's see if we can get the Dragon Warhammer on the first Lizardman Shaman kill of the account. Big Bones. Ooh, and you get a combat achievement too. How lovely. Bye-bye. And we're just going to take the minecart network really quickly over to Mount Quitadorum. And then we have to cast Monster Examine on a mountain troll. There it is. That wraps it up. Let's go get that XP lamp and the Ash Sanctifier from Tice. The obvious thing to do here is throw the XP lamp on prayer. Love that. And then this Rada's Blessing 3 is actually really cool because it gives you teleports to Mount Corulum, which is good if I want to do tasks from, forget the Slayer Master's name there. What is that Slayer Master's name? Slayer Master. Can't recall. But you do get the Brimstone keys. And let's go get the Ash Sanctifier. Can I have an Ash Sanctifier, please? Thanks for your efforts. Here, you may have this. There it is. We want to charge it with death runes, I believe is how it works. It can be charged with death runes. Oh yes, and this will be nice to have for the Slayer grind, so we can get prayer experience as we go. And Slayer is one of those grinds that is coming up soon. Next, we want to complete the Hard Wilderness Diary. This is the setup I went with for taking down Scorpia. It was actually pretty close. I ran out of prayer points. I only brought one Blighted Super Restore. And I ran out of Entangle runes because I thought I'd need to entangle 3 times and that would do it. So I should have brought more natures, but we got it done. Now let's go wrap up the Wildy Hard Diary. And the easiest one of the 3 is probably this guy, Crazy Archaeologist. This is where we got our rune crossbow. And the only thing you have to worry about, other than praying ranged, is when he does Rain of Knowledge, you just run away and make sure you don't get hit by those things. So, pretty easy stuff here. Yo, this dude actually has some pretty crazy defense, but then again, my gear is pretty weak sauce, so... Oh my lord, I wish he would go down already. And there he goes. We'll just eat that last attack, maybe grab these smoke runes. And that is the Hard Wilderness Diary complete. Let's go pick up the reward. So I'll just quickly talk to the Lesser Fanatic. Got it done. Thank you so much. And now we can go build the obelisk in our player-owned house, and that will allow us to teleport to anywhere in the wilderness. The one that's really nice is the Gorok obelisk in level 44 wilderness for getting bones and running to this Zami altar for training prayer. So this is actually a really nice quality of life. And if I ever get hard clues while I'm doing my Slayer grind, a lot of these clue steps are located in the wilderness. So if I ever want to go to this obelisk or this obelisk or this obelisk, whatever, sometimes there's like agility training course like clue steps or like, you know, over here or like over here. That'll be really nice quality of life to be able to just quickly teleport around the wilderness at my leisure. So bad news, I thought we were going to build a wilderness obelisk in the house, but we will not be able to because this ancient crystal item you can see is only worth 150k, but as an Iron Man it is unobtainable as it's a very rare drop from Revenants, which I will not be grinding, so that wilderness obelisk dream will have to wait. That's unfortunate, but what we will do is talk to Osman here. I was squirking, as I mentioned I would do. I'm glad I did some squirking before Leagues 4 dropped, but there's 45k thieving experience. That'll be level 80 thieving, which means I can now pickpocket from heroes, but what I should have done first, grapes and vial of water. Oh, it's jug of water you have to do. Let me straighten this out. I had my facts mixed up. We will also score a cooking level. And in 1 second, we will get a cooking experience drop for level 80 cooking. Can now cook sharks, which is great. We have some raw sharks in the bank. We'll be able to cook those. That'll be a nice little food to use for whatever questing we need to do. And that's a 1920 total. That's level 80 cooking, level 80 thieving. We still want to round out the account with base 80s, and what we have to do that is get this smithing up. We're going to do a little bit of Giant's Foundry with our mithril bars and steel bars that we have in the bank. Fletching, we're going to use Kingdom of Miscellanea to get some more maple logs to fletch into maple longbows unfinished. Guardians of the Rift to 80 runecraft. We are very low on laws at the moment, and then we'll be blasting up some chins for higher range level. Might shoot for like level 90 ranged, which would be nice. So I think we're going to be box trapping red chins in Prifddinas next, but I'm going to wrap the episode right there. In this episode, we were able to get the hard Western Provinces Hard Wilderness Diaries done. Or no, that was last episode. We did Western Provinces. We did the Kren and Kabos Hard Diary in this one. That's right. And that got us the Ash Sanctifier. That's going to be handy. Probably try to wrap up these other hard diaries soon. But also in this episode, we picked up two really cool capes. For the cape slot, we got the Imbued God Cape and the Fire Cape. Took down Jad. That was good. And in the next one, there's another cape that we're going to want to gather, and that's the Quest Cape. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests left. Probably going to try to wrap it up. That's going to be really nice to have for using fairy rings without a Drayman staff. That'll be nice to have, as well as the extra Slayer block slot now with 300 quest points. So try to get all these quest points in the next one, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day.